here, folks. From Japan to Frankfurt here, and we've got a Frenchman and a Mexican playing to make winners side top 8 here. Got the Rob from MKBigBoss and the Palutena from Raflow here. These two played last week at Glory, and Raflow did win also with Palutena, but in a game 5 set, so it could definitely go either way.
Yep, definitely so here, man. I mean, both these players, you know, they are no strangers to this matchup at all, man. And Raflow, I said this before when I was commentating him earlier, but this guy's just way too oppressive, especially with his neutral. It really feels like he leaves no gaps in his pressure and no hesitation as well in his gameplay. Extremely scary play to go against. But BigBoss, seemingly unfazed as well. You know, just I think both players just scrapping a fair bit here. We're just seeing hits being traded back and forth here, landing that back air though. Taking BigBoss all the way to the other side. I'm gonna try and prevent him from making it back here.
Ooh, but BigBoss has done quite nicely to at least get back into center stage and has mixed up his recovery so well. It doesn't really matter though. He's lost nearly all his resources, finally getting back onto the ground. Had to pull out all the tricks at his disposal to do so. Raflow making it like very difficult, but BigBoss still surviving. It's still a lot to play for though.
Ooh, yeah, that backy getting snuffed out as well. But this is what I mean. I love this, man. It's such scrappy neutral we're seeing here, you know. But everyone just throwing out attacks. Everyone just whiffing, you know. And both players being so patient.
Still high tempo, all to play for. And Raflow going to be abusing that back air quite well, but not able to find a killing blow on either side. Finally, it's the up air through the underside of Pokemon Stadium 2 that's going to take our first stock. And that could be a big one if MKBigBoss gets to abuse all that rage that he has at his disposal, but he's got to make it back to center stage first.
Yeah, that classic Rob cheese though from the underside of the stage. But still, yeah, it is a matter of, you know, holding on to this stock now, you know, and build up as much extra credit as you possibly can. And he's doing an amazing job, you know, BigBoss just keeping it going, man, juggling for days. And the moment Raflow finds, you know, lands at all, he finds that kill. Beautiful stuff. Once again, no hesitation on his end, man.
Yeah, he knows like when he needs to keep the box, when the time is right to back off. And he knows how important it is to not get hit, because Raflow and Palutena in general will just make life hell for Rob when trying to land, trying to get back into neutral. All these tricks that MKBigBoss is doing to try and make back, Raflow seems to at least be aware of what's happening and cover it as best he can. 100% from that basically one juggle situation there.
Oh yeah. I also love the way that Raflow is not scared to use up B-Tech for these really quick landings when we see BigBoss sort of overextend into the air just a little bit. And speaking of Raflow, BigBoss catching him with the up tilt, sorry, but not getting any sort of follow-up now. Ooh, and now Raflow just getting reversal here, you know, getting hit with a nair on the complete other side here. Ooh. Look at that, man. This is why I love this. I love this, man. It's just that both these guys, they know they're just taking the opportunities when they can. It's real scraps right now.
Is it still all to play for here? How do you get this kill if your BigBoss is going to be the up throw, is going to do it at 150 with the rage? It's good. You got the jar in hand. There's room for shenanigans.
Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, just look at how close that spacing was as well, right? Like that forward air barely missing, that nair barely missing, but was the first person to land and get that grab that was the winner in that situation. That was BigBoss. And now, you know, he finds himself, you know, winning that second sort of little stalemate at the end of the stock there. And now it's once again a matter of just holding on. Hold on.
Able to hold on for just a little bit longer. It's a game of inches and miles. Like just really, like if you like we've seen BigBoss get a lot of damage just from like barely winning that last hit situation on the second stock. But I don't know how much that will mean, because if he slips up here, that leader's gone in an instant here. You just have to keep it going. I love this pressure from BigBoss. So much damage coming out. Can he close it though?
Yeah, I mean, very scary indeed. The explosive flame, not too sure what that was about, but still gets the grab again. I mean, I can't lie. Big Boss has been managing to get his little like robot paws all over Raflow in these situations here. Just with these grabs, constantly finding them. But now 3 up airs, 50%. Got Big Boss in the air. Can Raflow keep this going?
Oh, he's so quick with his movement in that situation. Big Boss gets back though. Has a great position. He can't go for these tech chase situations because Raflow keeps DIing up on those moves and is like threatening a landing aerial. Crazy back air in that position.
What in the hurt box extension? Like, oh my god, that back air, it seemed like they extended way more than usual. Obviously, due to the fact that Big Boss still on attack. But yeah, no, crazy back air there. Just like exactly what you said, Focus, but very clutch indeed from Raflow.
That was Big Boss's game to win throughout most of it. He went into that final stock with a great lead. He got Raflow up into kill percent, and then he sort of he couldn't close it. And Raflow was just so disgusting with his punish game. He's doing so well.
Yeah, man. Just this is what I mean though. Like even when he finds himself at like sort of wit's end, you know, Raflow just doesn't seem to crumble at all. And despite, you know, being on the disadvantage for those for the start of both stocks, you know, 1 and 2 losing them first, you know, once again, like you said, Big Boss had a massive lead going into it, but Raflow, he's just too clean with it, man. Like he really doesn't let anything sort of stop his own momentum, you know, his own train, and just keeps on going through, you know, netting him that game 1 win. And now going back into it, what the hell? You see like his cursor just shake a little bit there. Like you can tell, like he wanted to review. The game watch is calling to me. I must stick with Palutena though.
There's no reason to switch if you're winning.
Yeah, definitely so.
And like it's a matchup he's very practiced in. I feel like he's got the set count against this Big Boss guy. I know he's very confident, but it's just yeah, there isn't the option for the game watch, of course, though.
I blinked and he's taken 50%, nearly 60%. Really, this is the life we're living. This is the life.
It's par for the course, man. Like, if you're not getting 60 minimum from as Palu against Rob, what you doing in the big 2025? You just have to.
Yeah, trust me.
It's not the percent like deals itself. Those nairs and up airs. I think now it's like the harder spot. Like, how do you navigate the situation to actually get yourself a kill without getting yourself blown up, opening yourself up to other shenanigans? I like that nair, I like that back throw, but you got to keep it going as well. What's your flow chart looking like here on the edge guard or on the ledge trap here, Raflow?
Yeah, I mean, just yeah. Nonetheless, I just feel, yeah. Wow, what that back throw again? I feel it just feels like Raflow is playing so oppressive and just completely shutting down a lot of Big Boss options. Like even that reflector. He didn't need to do all that, to be honest, but, you know, even still, I think it sends a statement more than anything, right? That, you know, just like, no matter what you throw at me, I'm just going to send it right back at you. And I really felt like Big Boss couldn't do anything for that entire first stock. Just getting grabbed back and forth now and just missing text, forcing out these rolls now. Big Boss, 48%. Oh my goodness, it's only rising.
How are you going to get this stock off if you're Big Boss? Okay, a little scrambly situation, little misinputs, both sides perhaps, as Big Boss takes that freebie.
Oh. It's very nice. Okay, managing to catch the landing, and once again, love that from Raflow. You know, he was jumping around quite a bit, but notice how he didn't commit himself to any sort of options. But the one option he did go for with that forward air, it did catch Big Boss's landing on the platform there. Once again, just not letting the guy breathe at all.
Yeah, you've got so much work to do if your Big Boss gets the back throw, doesn't get anything. I'm surprised he went for this like pivot up tilt situation. I always see like backward dash attack in those spots, but I guess you have no gyro. Up air, catching that jump into the centers, very great awareness, very good awareness from Raflow. Has to do a lot to not die. Okay, should be at least 60 from this. Look at like just like the whole spin cycle, man. Going back and forth, but
oh my
50.
god! Hold on. I mean, beautiful little start here from Big Boss, but it is a little too little too late at this point. Oh my god, he was not afraid to throw out that forward smash as well. Raflow is willing to take these risks now. And that auto smash isn't going to hit its mark at all. Raflow managed to find a down air into all this now. 88%. Really and truly, it does feel like that Big Boss could lose this stock at any point now. He's got a massive, massive mountain to climb now, Focus.
Yeah, even if you take the stock first, you gotta play perfectly on the nets or find some moment of magic to not lose and go down 2-0 in this set. Raflow kind of struggling to get the kill, but it's that down air through the platform into the up air that will do it. And he is one game away from winner's side top 8. Looking for another set against Crep Saleh. We can just close out one more game of this best of 5. Yeah.
Crazy stuff. 2-0 already. I mean, it would be unfortunate for Big Boss, you know, but the fact of the matter is that he has been doing his best, trying to fight his way through it. But it feels like, you know, those chances, those doors of opportunity just slowly closing on him, little by little. You know, it's make it or break it. Now, Big Boss, you know, go out with a bang at least. You know, game 3, go get this. Don't let Raflow get a clean sweep.
Yeah, and the game 1 was really close. I feel like we're due at least a game 4. But Raflow had the edge in that second one for sure. I've noticed that we're not really getting any like crazy combos from Big Boss. He's playing some great neutral and some really good disadvantage to be as tricky as possible to try and make it really hard for Raflow to get him back to like keep him in that bad spot, or at least like not die for a very long time. But we're not seeing the explosive punish game that Rob kind of needs to make up for having that big body and being so exploitable in disadvantage.
Oh, definitely so. Definitely so. Already 55%. Oh wow, he's gone quite under, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he thought he had a jump. This is a bad spot.
Yeah, no way Raflow's gonna let him get away with that for free. Megalovania playing as well. This is, yeah.
He's got no resources, no fuel. Look at him back off. You got to get some fuel back there, and ends up doing it, but just not able to push advantage to the same extent that Raflow is, and it makes life just hard. You're not playing the same game really, unless you start hitting your moves. You're gonna be playing at a deficit here, no matter how fancy the tricks are in disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely so. And losing that stock now to not a good start for Big Boss here in game 3. Your winner's side life on the line here. And you know, once again, Raflow just doesn't crumble. The guy he's still just as oppressive as ever, man. Such a scary play to fight against, man. Just now keeping Big Boss in the air, not letting him land. Oh, and the moment he does land, he just gets grabbed anyway. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I think players like Raflow and Tarek are just so good at juggling. Like, even if you're not getting the crazy combo, you're just putting yourself in such a good position for resets and a soft advantage state. As Big Boss finally gets a grab, but can't get anything out of it anyway. This is really not looking good for MKBigBoss here.
I think the scarier thing that that Raflow and Tarek do for that map, now that you mentioned it, is that it's not just juggling, it's the way that they follow you down as well. They force landings, they force you to land, and then they start it all again, be it with, like, for example, down to or like we saw there with a grab. Now Raflow finding that back end at the very end. It's how they lead into all these kills, right? It's how they condition you to sort of force a landing at any given point to go for their characters' respective kill options. And it's how we see Raflow land a lot of these backers, right? The way he's able to sort of lead you down into exactly what he wants is just so scary. 90%, 152. This could be a potential 3 stock if you're not careful, Big Boss.
Yeah, Raflow is certainly looking to end it all here. So confident in this final game, completely in Big Boss's head. He just has to get one more big hit, and that will be it. That'll be Raflow in top 8, and that up air is gonna do it. So clean, a 3 stock after a 2 stock in game 2 and a close game 1. Really dominant stuff. Raflow got more confident as the set got on.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's you know, found his opportunity and took it at any given point there. Absolute demon that is Raflow. I'm still not sponsored because clearly like the sponsors that are offering him positions not good enough for him. You know, he's too much of a beast. You know,
I froze. But very true. Like Raflow is like one of the best players in Europe, one of the fan favorites. Everyone loves Raflow, and I'm sure there is a team that deserves to have him on there, but it's not happened just yet. But who knows? He's had a good run so far. He can keep it going. Gonna fight Crep Saleh, winner side top 8 later on. Really good stuff from the Pally. We're gonna have to see how warm the Mr. Game Watch will be when he comes up against Crep Saleh, Steve. Now we got I think we got our final winners quarter set coming up here with Zomba versus Siski. It should be quite a fun set. I'm very excited to see it. Could go either way, even if Zomba is our favorite to win the whole tournament. Siski is a very strong player in his own regard.
Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so. I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen Siski in a while on my end. So yeah, no, it's going to be a nice little experience here to see the EU's best Samus back at it again, trying to fight it out. I honestly, like, I'm looking at this this loser side bracket again, and there's definitely a lot to look out for here. And wow, you got prominent EU players. You know, we've got Ambil, we've got Hope as well. Puria as well, just so many of these guys just scrapping it out there in that loser's side. It really doesn't feel right to see at all, but it is what it is. You know, this is the nature of competition, and in such a stacked tournament as this, you know, you're gonna be seeing a lot of these notable names just in that loser's side already, just trying to fight it out. From what I saw of Kieran as well, you know, he was doing an amazing job against Tarek as well. He's got to fight it against Ambil for him to qualify in this top 8 position. You know, it's one thing to be guaranteed 9th, but another thing entirely to get that, to cement your place into that top 8 bracket. You know, so good luck to everyone here. But yeah, no, crazy stuff.
Yeah, been some crazy results in the bracket. Anvil beating Natoru in his top 16 is crazy. Good stuff to our Norwegian friend. But then in that same part of bracket, there's Puria versus Weep 260 as a set. So it's like it's an interesting mix of bracket sets where like you get some of the big names, of course, but then you get some names which you wouldn't have expected to make it so far into bracket. So fair play to Weep 260 for making top 16 at I think is the biggest, or maybe like second biggest German event of the year after the Gamescom. So yeah, really impressive stuff.